boys and girls. Today you are going to compare Suki's kimono to the South American poncho. Your writing question this week will say, you've read two texts about interesting items of clothing. Suki's kimono, clothes bringing cultures together. How is Suki's kimono similar to a South American poncho? How is it different? Write a brief essay to compare and contrast these two types of clothing. Begin with an introduction that states your topic. Include descriptive details from both texts to compare and contrast a kimono and a poncho. And end with a concluding statement. Remember to include words such as both and to as you describe similarities, and words such as while and instead as you describe differences. Review your essay and fix any mistakes in grammar, capitalization, punctuation, and spelling. So boys and girls, I want you to think, how is Suki's kimono similar to a South American poncho? Well, take a look at those two clothing items. What do you think? How is Suki's kimono different from a South American poncho? Take a look at those two clothing items. What do you think? So, boys and girls, I have some examples here. Remember, we're comparing Suki's kimono from the story Suki's Kimono and the South American poncho from Clothing That Brings Cultures Together. And I found some text evidence in both. So for Suki's kimono on page 204, it said that Suki's kimono had butterfly sleeves. If we remember the picture of the kimono on the other page, the sleeves were very long in the arms, and if she held up her arms, she may look like a butterfly. In the text about the American poncho on page 217, it said square cloak with a hole in the middle for a head. So that is how they're different. The poncho is just a piece of square cloth that they cut a hole in and you put over your shoulders. And maybe Suki's kimono, it describes it as having butterfly sleeves. Now, you might slide something into the both. What I want you to do is I want you to read Suki's kimono and look for details about that kimono. And then I want you to read Clothing That Brings Cultures Together and look for details about the American poncho. And you're going to find as many details about the clothing item as you possibly can to put into your text, into your Venn diagram. You're going to finish filling in the Venn diagram with as many details from the text as you can. The more evidence you find today, the easier it will be to write your essay Thursday. So boys and girls, do a really good job on that Venn diagram comparing the kimono to the poncho.